Morgan, what are you doing? Like, say it in a nutshell. What can people expect from you when they want to
For
work
me,
with
yeah. So
you?
I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I specialize in women's sexuality and reproductive health. I mostly, my area of passion is women's sexuality, but I also work with a lot of couples, and I also do sometimes work with men around some just very specific sexual issues with men. And primarily the women and couples I work with, it's really that the women are not enjoying sex as much as they want to. For that could be due to any number of reasons, and it's having an impact on their relationship,
Mm-hmm.
a pretty big impact on the relationship. So I help women really learn how to find pleasure for their own sake, and learn how to turn that around so that there's something in it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Help women learn to discover really what's in it for them and why. Why is it important to really be erotically awakened, to be in touch with our erotic selves? I think that's a lot of times for a lot of women that I see anyway in my practice is, there's not, they come in because the relationship's threatened, right? So
Yeah.
just fix me so that I want sex and I can save my relationship, right? And really, where the conversation really has to go and the work really has to go is to the value in being connected with your own erotic energy, with your own pleasure,
Exactly.
for your own sake, for your own joy, happiness, fulfillment, being engaged with life, feeling alive, feeling connected. From that place, the relationship starts to heal because then you actually have
Yeah.
desire for
And
sex.
this
You're
is
actually
why,
turned on.
mhm. And this is why it's not so important if you have a partner or not.
Right.
It always starts with yourself and it goes on
Yes.
with yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
absolutely.
and sexual energy is life energy, and there shouldn't
Yes.
be the distinction between, oh, this is my private life, it's very private, and there's my
Yeah.
business. All
Right.
the business will be better than when your sex life is better. So,
Yeah, your
thank you
sex
for
life
the
even
thumbs
with just
up.
your left hand,
Yeah.
even if you don't have a sex partner in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing is like it's all sexual energy. Like we all got here, y'all. We all came from sex,
Yeah,
right? Not really any of us got here other
exactly.
than from sex. We all came through a vagina, every
Yeah.
single one of us. In nature and life is sexual. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. The creative energy, the life force energy is a sexual energy. And, where we've gone wrong is that we've perverted it.
Yeah.
And as such, we have a lot of, sexual abuse and wars and trauma. And because that's when it's repressed and it's not permitted a healthy expression because we haven't given it that, or there's shame, or we don't know how to embody it in a healthy way, that's what it turns into.
Yeah.
So, sexual healing and owning our erotic pleasure and really learning how to understand that's a power within ourselves, right? Not something to be feared, but something to really be experienced and embraced. We start to heal the world from that.
Absolutely. I'm fully behind that. I always say if everybody can have the sex they want and they need, then we don't have any war anymore. So we have
Right.
peace on earth.
We have peace on earth.
Yeah.
There's no more need to fight. We make love, not war.
Yeah.
And literally making love. That's the other piece that I'd love to bring in here around the power of a female body and the capacity that we have as women to turn sex into love. That we really, truly have that ability just by nature of how our bodies are wired when we start to connect the heart with the sex center.
Yeah.
Love and sex become unified. That is not a bad thing. And I think sometimes like women sort of get maybe a bad rap for that. Like, oh, you're confusing sex with love and they're different. The gift that women bring to the world is the unity of those two forces. So
Exactly.
sex is such an incredible spiritual practice for learning the unity of those two things, those two polarities within our own bodies and also within the context of a relationship with a beloved.
Yeah.